This next section here, Imam al-Buhuti rahimahullah ta'ala, he discusses Laylat al-Qadr. And we're all familiar with that. Laylat al-Qadr being what's translated often as the night of power, but might not be an accurate translation. This, of course, is referring to when the Quran is revealed and also when the decree for the year is recorded. And he mentions that here. He says, it is hoped that Laylatul Qadr occurs during the last 10 of Ramadan, based on the Prophet ﷺ's statement, seek the night of Qadr in the last 10 of Ramadan. This is reported by both Imam al-Bukhari and Muslim. And what has been reported in the two authentic collections as well, whoever stands in prayer on the night of Qadr in faith and account, iman wa ihtisaba, will be pardoned for what has preceded of sin. Imam Ahmad added, and what is to come. So it's quite a big deal. What is preceded, according to both Imam al-Bukhari and Muslim's narration, and the extra by Imam Ahmad in his narration was, and what is to come. It was named such, Laylatul Qadr, because what will happen in that year is decreed. Due to its great status with Allah, this is number 2, or because obedience that night will have a great degree. So there are 3 reasons here mentioned by the Imam Ibn Qa'id in Hidayat al-Raghib. This is the explanatory work of our textbook or our manual. It gives us 3 reasons why it's called Laylatul Qadr. Either, as he says, that's when the decree is written for the year. Number 2, because that night has a qadr. With Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, qadr is like a degree or a decree, etc. Or because the obedience that night has a great degree, and we know that it's equal to 1,000 months. And so what you do of obedience will be rewarded in multitude, 1,000 months, equivalent to that. So obviously we can see where that comes from. They are the best nights, the best nights of the year, the odd of which are more stressed, based on the Prophet ﷺ saying, seek it in the last 10 with 3 remaining, 7 remaining, or 9 remaining, especially the 27th, which is the most stressed, based on the words of Ibn Abbas, Ubay ibn Ka'b, and others from the companions. The wisdom behind it being hidden, that it's not known exactly, we only have, the last 10, a little more specific, the last 10 nights, the odd of those 10, and then perhaps the 27th, is so that people will strive hard seeking it out during the entire 10 days, and they won't become lethargic and lazy and simply relying on the 27th, like putting it all on one number, right? But covering the bases and making sure, and also exerting yourself, you'll still be rewarded for all those other days that you worship. It says abundant supplication should be made during it because it will be answered, including the following, which is a supplication that should be made on that night, which was related by Aisha radiallahu anha. She said, O Messenger of Allah, if I were to find it, meaning Laylatul Qadr, what should I say in supplication? And the Prophet ﷺ, he said, say, O Allah, you are certainly pardoning, who loves to pardon, so pardon me. It's reported by Imam Ahmad, and the collections of Imam Ibn Majah and Tirmidhi narrated this was something similar in meaning. So this particular supplication is very powerful and highly recommended. O Allah, indeed you are pardoning. Allahumma innaka afuwun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. So pardon me. And that concludes the section on Laylatul